I'm so excited. My hubby's coming out with my peaches. What do you got?
Apple cider slushy.
All right. Yay! Look at all these things. Hey, look. We even get a green leaf to go with this one.
Yep.
Okay. So excited. Oh, hubby. You just can't take him anywhere. What do you think, huh? Why, I take it so far your guess that we're canning peaches today. So, all right, well, thank you for joining me with Growing with Grace from the garden to the jars. And today I will tell you how I preserve my peaches. So right now I have a pot of boiling water. I'm going to I do 6 peaches at a time. I put them down in the boiling water, and this is how I get the skins off real quick. Actually, I'm going to do 5 since it's just me. I time it for 1 minute, okay? No more than 1 minute. Now sometimes, and then I'll take it right over to the cold water, and I'll show you how I get the skin off real quick. And then in my pans that I'll be putting the peaches in, I already have them with lemon juice to keep them from turning brown. Okay, my 1 minute's up. We're going to take these out. Okay. Then I put my lid on to keep it good and hot. Then I'll take it over to the cold water. Okay. I got a sink full of really cold water. Okay. And can you see right down in real quick? See how it's starting to come off? Look at this. Comes off real nice. Skin of pizza. Pizza. Skin of peach. Okay. Keep that in there like that. And then in this pan over here, I have water with lemon juice in it. So it keeps them from turning brown. But see how nice that comes off? And try not to go no more than a minute. Now for some reason it doesn't come off as good. That's usually because the peach isn't that ripe. Okay? So but what you can do is go back and put it in the water for another minute, and that will help take the skin off. But I don't like to do that because then you start cooking the peach. Okay? So I put these in here. But look how nice that comes right off. And it's not hot. If you just do it, like I said, for 1 minute and get it in the cold water real quick. All right. Take these out of the water. That also, it's a pan of cold water too, with the lemon juice in it. Okay. And then I transfer them. Okay, right here. This is how I cut them to get the pits out. I just rotate the knife right around. Come up here and give it a little twist. Pop it open. Okay. I'll do 3 peaches at a time and then bring it back, little twist, pop it open. Okay. Rotate the knife. Pop it open. All right, let me grab my spoon real quick. Forgot my spoon. And then I come over here, run the spoon down in the corner, and the seed just pops right out. Whoops. Okay. Now, since I'm going to put them in pint jars, well, let's do this thing. If I'm doing them in quart jars, I slice them this way, and this way, okay? When I do the bigger jars, the quart jars, I do it that way. But today I'm doing the smaller jars, the pint jars. So then I will cut those in half like this. Okay, and try to get it, each piece as the same thickness as possible. So that way the cooking time is equal with it. Okay. Whoops, got that one a little bit small. Whoop, there's a little piece here. Alrighty, it doesn't want to leave. Okay. This makes perfect bite size for your peaches. And you don't have to sit here and hold it and slice it and stuff, and then you end up smashing your peach. So I just put it on the cutting board like that. Okay, and then in here, I have some more water, lemon water. So I just take this up, scoop it all in there, until I get all the peaches cut that I need to fill my jars up with. Okay, all right, I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting all these peaches up. I have about 10 peaches, and I'll get right back with you. Okay. Our next step is now, after we got them all cut up, we're going to put them in the jars. I have my jars. They're, as you can see, I got them in hot. The water I'm going to use them in, just sterile water. Sterilize the jars, I mean. So we're just going to do 4 jars right now at a time. Then I think you'll get the picture on how this is done. Okay. Actually, I'll do 3 for you. All right, keep that covered. All right. Okay, then I just put a teaspoon of lemon juice in the jars here. I already did these jars here. Now, if you want, you could put cinnamon. Like I usually put like 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. That's, you know, or if you want more cinnamon, you can put the cinnamon in the jars also. All right. All right. These are really nice peaches here. And the less you handle them, the less mushy they get too. All right. Let me dig out some more here. Okay, I fill them up to there. Okay, and then I kind of shake them, tap them down. Okay, now don't put any, make sure the peaches stay down below the lid here. So tap them down, got them in there. All right, then over here, in here is my sugar water. So I have 2 1/4 cups of sugar to 5 1/4 cups of water and bring it to a boil. That is a light syrup. So I guess I called it sugar water. I meant to say syrup. And if you want any more, then add it to your taste, ever how you want it. You can get it pretty heavy if you want. And it's boiling hot. Pour it down in our jars. Just a 1/2 inch space. Again, I always keep towels down. Keeps things nice and clean. Okay. And of course, we're going to get Mr. Bubbles out of the jars. So, you got bubbles. You got to get those bubbles out. Release those bubbles. I do it about 4 or 5 times in a jar. I don't pack them in solid, really hard. Just pretty firm, but not, you know, that way it keeps them getting mushy. And get all them bubbles out of there. There is a tool you can use to put down in the jars. I just find, I've been using this for 40 years, so it's hard for me to, us old people, to change our ways with things. Okay. Now I have a clean rag here. Get all the syrup juice off of the lids. All right. Then I flip my rag over. Just give it one good swipe across the top. Make sure everything's off. That way we get a good seal. Okay. Oops. Oh, wow. Look what I did, guys. I used small mouth jars and I got large mouth lids. Cut. We'll be right back. That's more like it. The right size lids. I think I'll get a better seal with that, don't you guys think? Okay. Now when you screw this on, just finger tight. Just barely, like, on, and this it's a tad snug, not too tight. Okay. I'm going to put them back in the canner here. That way they stay hot. Okay. Then I'll pull the other ones out. And we'll start the whole process all over. Okay, I had processed these for 25 minutes in a bath water. And here is our peaches. Now we'll leave these sit for 24 hours before we move them. Just leave them sit. And then after this, they cool down. We'll take the rings off and then we will wash all the jars because it'll have a sticky, sugary residue on the peaches. So, okay, well, thank you for joining me on the great gardening. Oh boy, I can't even get my name right now. Gardening with Grace from the garden to the jars. Okay, y'all have a good day. Okay, after your peaches has cooled 24 hours, you left them sit. You take the rings off. They got to be washed. Make sure, you know, there's no clicks. Because up in here, this is all sticky from the sugars that kind of seep out. And if you don't wash it, then this will get moldy and stuff. And eventually it'll corrode and lift up your lids. So get you some hot, soapy water. And I have a soft scrub pad, not a rough one. So, and just get in between all these grooves. Like I said, when you're canning like peaches, especially peaches, they're pretty sugary. Anything with sugar water like that. Get them all cleaned up really good. Now, I'm going to rinse it off. Okay. Then bring it over here. I dry off the tops. Okay, and line them up there. Got my peaches there? Okay, and then you put the date on them and mark what they are, and you're done with your peaches. So thanks for joining me on Growing with Grace from the garden to the jars, and I'm looking forward to my next video on making peaches for babies, baby food, peach food. All right, have a good day. Bye.